Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, and today I'm doing a quick review for Metal Tales Overkill on Xbox. Now, this was developed and published by Zerouno Games Digital, and it was released on the 21st of the 4th, 2022. Now, this game is a sort of twin stick, top down shooter roguelike game where you're basically playing a guitar guy, basically, and you have to defeat all of the metal gods to save the world and become the ultimate metal god yourself. So the story is the God Kuk is possessing all the metal gods and all of their sort of metalhead fans. He's doing these infinite concerts, which is helping his legion of sort of metalhead zombies wipe out every original creation of metal bands and their dedicated fans. So basically, it's up to you to stop it. Now, you get to pick from a couple of people to begin with. There's two different people you can choose from when you first start the game, with two more unlockable as you play through the game and obviously unlock them. Now, each dungeon, should I say, or level is classed as a gig, and these are sort of randomized um, areas, like maps with different rooms leading up to a boss fight, but they're all themed around one sort of area, sort of one theme. So the first area is like a bar area, etc. So they're randomized in that sense, but the overall theme of each level is the same. And then you move on to the next level, it's got a different theme, but it's randomized as well. So as you progress through each of the rooms, obviously there's enemies to fight, collectibles to find, power-ups to get, and traps as well to avoid. Now, the game is pretty good actually. Like I say, it handles pretty well. Like I say, if you've ever played like a top-down shooter twin stick, you know the sort of gist of it. However, this obviously has those roguelike aspects as well. If you die, you end up having to replay the levels and sort of build back up to where you were previously. Now, one thing I did like is there's sort of symbols above the doorways telling you roughly what's going to be in each room, so you can sort of plan your route through the levels, which is nice. You're like, oh, I don't want to go through there because that'll take me to the boss fight. I'll go and sort of explore a bit, see what I can find, get money, etc. Find some um, maybe new weapons or power-ups and stuff like that before I go and take on the boss. And also, in each run you do, there are different objectives you can complete, which give you a currency that you're able to buy permanent upgrades for once your run is finished, basically. So those things that if you complete the objectives in each level, you can spend those to upgrade your character, and they will always be there, those upgrades, even when you die, unlike the stuff you pick up in each run, basically. Now, it is quite a good game. There are some negatives to it. There's a few bugs I encountered with it. Um, One of them, there was no audio when I started the game, which was weird, and I couldn't figure out why. Like I watched the intro cutscene, which is like in like a comic book style, which is really cool, but it had no audio, and I was like, this is a bit weird. I got into the game, no audio, and then I went into the menu and all the sounds were turned down to zero, but I'd never played it before, which was very odd. And another thing I don't like is in the shop, you don't know what you're picking up. Same with the pickups, to be fair. There's no sort of description on them. You're just sort of blindly buying things until you get used to what those things are, which isn't ideal in a roguelike game when you're first starting out. Now, it is a fun game. Um, it is playable on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, supporting smart delivery, and it is optimized for Xbox Series X and S with 4K res and 60 FPS. And you can also play this co-op locally with a friend on split screen, which is awesome. More games need to do split screen co-op, in my opinion, and this is one of those games where it really works. I think as a two-player game, this would be a much more enjoyable experience. Now, the boss battles are very varied. I like that they're not always the same. Like I say, on one gig run, you could face one boss and then you die and you go and replay it and it's a totally different boss. I think that is a really neat idea. And the bosses are all really cool and got really sort of unique designs as well. And like I say, if you like sort of metal and stuff, you'll probably get more out of this. The game itself, like I say, very solid. It just has a few little niggles that could do with being fixed to make it that much better. But like I say, check the game out. It's available right now and it's priced at £12.49. And if you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more gaming content, guys. Bye for now.